I grew up in a city called Pune. I went to study zoology at Ferguson College, which is where I really kind of picked up the guitar and started getting into music. Hi, my name is Bhrigu Sahni. I'm a musician. My father is from Delhi and my mother is from Bombay, and they actually met in Moscow. Sometimes the reason I kind of tell myself why I'm a musician is kind of because of them. They actually met each other through music, and that's like a very beautiful thing. My father plays guitar, my mother sings ghazals. I grew up listening to them, so they're big influencers for sure in my style, just in my life. My parents would throw parties at home. It would be a regular party, people are drinking, chilling, talking. And then at about 1 o'clock in the morning, the guitars would come out and it would become like a mehfil would kind of happen, you know. I would be sitting there as a kid just like looking, listening, you know. And what would really be amazing is that I could see that effect it was having. People are just raptured, you know, they're just listening and it's beautiful. So I think that was like a beginning kind of period. And I really wanted to learn the music. And I also felt that music is like such a thing that aap chaho jitna bhi seekho. Even by the time you're 80 years old, you'll never like, you'll still feel like that innocent, that kind of curiosity, you know, as when you started. That kind of a starting point for me to be like, this is what I want to really like put my life towards, you know. For me, like going from Pune, learning on YouTube, going to Berkeley and seeing these people just playing like their hearts out, but like the technique level was like so high up I couldn't even see it, you know.
A feeling in my chest won't let me be.
And I was reading a book by Hazrat Inayat Khan called The Mysticism of Sound, Music and Word. I was reading and it says that sound can be louder than the voice, but it cannot be more living than the voice. And so the voice is like alive, it's the only instrument. For this reason, like singing is a very quick path to spiritual growth. It would have been tough for me, like my parents, to afford to send me to Berkeley. My grandparents passed away when I was about 15, 16, and I was very close to them. And they left behind an ancestral house that was inherited by my family. That basically brought in a chunk of cash into the house that helped kind of propel me to go to music, was kind of enabled me to go to music school. So I'm like deeply grateful for that, you know. And it's interesting, sometimes in life when you really want something, that door can open, you know, like the universe or whatever it is, kind of circumstances kind of open up. That was like a beautiful thing. And so I look at the opportunity to kind of play music as a thing that, you know, my ancestors are like, they've got my back. You know, it's thanks to them that I can do this. Boston is very close to New York, and I would often go to New York to play shows. And one day I remember being in their local train. It stopped at Union Square, which is a very busy station. And as the doors opened, I heard the most craziest music. Like there are drums playing, some guys playing saxophone. It was just like this chaos, but also like amazing level of music. And I felt the pulse of that city, like that electricity. And when the doors closed, I had that realization that, man, I have to live in this city for at least some time. You know, I have to do that. Of course, I had to do all kinds of odd jobs to make ends meet, but that's also the beauty of it. You know, I remember working as a bar back. Hard work, because I had to work at a bar from like 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. but it makes you tough, you know, it makes you appreciate. It was a really beautiful experience, man. Something that I'll treasure all my life.
Slips away with every second, even though
You have to sometimes be lost if you want to find something new. And that is my ultimate goal, is to just like really reach the highest levels that I can. And ultimately, I feel that is what music is about. That is what makes you feel what you feel when you listen to whatever it is.
don't be blind